Coming up on 5 Minute News. House GOP leader seeks to oust Cheney from number 3 job. Man kills 6, then himself at Colorado party shooting. And more Jerusalem clashes on eve of contentious Israeli parade. It's Monday, May 10. I'm Anthony Davis. Top House Republican Kevin McCarthy on Sunday publicly endorsed Representative Elise Stefanik for the post of number 3 leader, cementing party support of the Donald Trump loyalist over Representative Liz Cheney, an outspoken critic of the former president for promoting discredited claims that the 2020 election was stolen. House Republicans could vote as early as Wednesday to remove Cheney, the highest-ranking woman in the Republican leadership and daughter of former Vice President Dick Cheney, and replace her with Stefanik, whose ascension has received Trump's backing. McCarthy said the leadership post must focus on a message day in, day out on what he said were the problems of the Biden administration, but failed to specify issues of policy. Cheney has taken on Republicans, including McCarthy, saying those who indulge Trump's false claims of a stolen presidential election are spreading the big lie, turning their back on the rule of law and poisoning our democratic system. In an opinion essay on Wednesday in the Washington Post, she denounced the dangerous and anti-democratic Trump cult of personality and warned her fellow Republicans against embracing or ignoring his statements for fundraising and political purposes. She also said McCarthy had changed his story after initially saying Trump bears responsibility for the January 6 attack on the Capitol. McCarthy initially criticized Trump's actions and in a private call during the insurrection had urged the then-president to call off the rioters. The GOP leader now says he does not believe Trump provoked the riot. A gunman opened fire at a birthday party in Colorado, slaying 6 adults before killing himself on Sunday. The shooting happened just after midnight in a mobile home park on the east side of Colorado Springs, police said. Officers arrived at a trailer to find 6 dead adults and a man with serious injuries who died later in hospital. The suspected shooter was the boyfriend of a female victim at the party, attended by friends, family, and children. He walked inside and opened fire before shooting himself. The birthday party was for one of the people killed, police said. Authorities say the children who weren't hurt in the attack have been placed with relatives. Police on Sunday hadn't released the identities of the shooter or victims. Authorities say a motive wasn't immediately known. My heart breaks for the families who've lost someone they love and for the children who've lost their parents, Colorado Springs Police Chief Vince Niski said in a statement. It was Colorado's worst mass shooting since a gunman killed 10 people at a Boulder supermarket on March 22nd. Israeli police faced off with Palestinian protesters on Sunday in another night of clashes in East Jerusalem, a day before Israeli nationalists planned to parade through the Old City in an annual flag-waving display meant to cement Israeli claims to the contested area. The late-night skirmishes raised the likelihood of further clashes on Monday during the annual Jerusalem Day celebrations. Israeli police gave the go-ahead to the parade on Sunday, despite days of unrest and soaring Israeli-Palestinian tensions at a flashpoint holy site and in a nearby Arab neighborhood where Jewish settlers are trying to evict dozens of Palestinians from their homes. Addressing a special cabinet meeting ahead of Jerusalem Day, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that Israel will not allow any extremists to destabilize the calm in Jerusalem. We will enforce law and order decisively and responsibly, he said. The United States again expressed its serious concerns about the situation in Jerusalem, including clashes between Palestinian worshippers in Jerusalem's Old City, home to sites sacred by Muslims and Jews, and Israeli police, as well as the expected expulsion of Palestinian families. Jerusalem Day is meant to celebrate Israel's capture of East Jerusalem, home to the Old City and its sensitive holy sites in the 1967 Mideast War. But the annual event is widely perceived as provocative, as hardline nationalist Israelis, guarded by police, march through the Damascus Gate of the Old City and through the Muslim Quarter to the Western Wall, the holiest site where Jews can pray. You can subscribe to 5 Minute News on YouTube with your preferred podcast app. Ask your smart speaker or enable 5 Minute News as your Amazon Alexa flash briefing skill. Subscribe, rate and review online at 5minute.news. 5 Minute News is an Evergreen Podcast covering politics, inequality, health and climate, delivering independent, unbiased and essential world news daily.